Hey guys, hey, I just got home from work. 9 p.m. Eastern Daylight Times. I pulled up all Skycam, of course, just to see what was going on. And here we got Secret Harbor, Washington, Australia, WA, Australia. Apparently it's sunrise over there. Catching some of the Nibiru sun rolling through the eastern shot. Looks like it rained there too. Crazy, huh? This is interesting. Remember we caught some of the winged disc coming down, but it was at night down in Australia below the moon. Well, here it is showing up on the 24-hour 24-hour single image column. That's pretty crazy there. So there's a confirmation. It's below the moon. So, I don't know exactly, but that's it. Yeah, here's another one in Australia, Savannah skies. Uh, Not seeing it on the night shot in the 24-hour single column images, but we're catching it down here. Pretty good shot of it. Get the wing formation there showing up, in this, and it's below the sun, like I was telling you. For some reason, it appears below the sun in the southern hemisphere. Don't ask me why, folks. Like I told you, I'm a little spatially challenged as far as visualizing all this stuff. You can see the ones I'm pulling up. That was the one I just pulled up there. The one prior showing the single column image below the moon was from there. So let's pull this one up now. This is Deacon, ACT Australia. Daytime. Not seeing too much. Not seeing too much at all there. Pull this one up. Looks pretty cloudy, but you never know. This is Kingston. And they roll this thing every 15 minutes, so. But here we got the single column image at night. I believe that's where we saw it below the moon, ghosting down. And there it is showing up in the single column image from last night, below the moon. Here we got Nevada pulled up. It's coming through in the west as the sun sets out there near Las Vegas. That's the Nibiru sun. You can see the clouds behind it though. That's obviously a projected image. The way I take it, somehow the sun is hitting that. It's got to be at some sort of an angle. And then somehow the image is being projected back onto the fisheye lens. Okay, here's Bryan, Texas, Central Daylight Time. Sun went down just recently. There's something popping here. We catch for sure here on the single image. 24-hour overlays. This Qatar again, over there in the Middle East. Not the greatest camera, but well, yeah, it has a single. Here's a single image showing up quite well there again. Obviously, a spherical object. That's the Nibiru sun. Qatar is still above the equator, so it's northern hemisphere. So it's still showing above. Here's San Fran. Sun's going down. I'm catching it rolling through here. The Nibiru sun, baby. That's it. You can see the dots on it. Got some clouds here obscuring it, and of course it's lands. Well, Like I said, it's projected image, so it's showing up over the landscape. It looks like the clouds are maybe brightening it up behind a little bit. Nothing down here. Here's Tierra del Sol. It used to show up really great here. So that's just another confirmation that it's on the move. It's not coming out as well, in my opinion. But I'll have to go back and check some of my archive footage. Now, I am going to do that this weekend, probably put one together and try to compare them to show that this position's changed. But it seems like it was showing up a lot better in San Francisco, which is north. This is down by San Diego. And it may have started coming through a little early, or a little later than it had been, but I'm not positive on that. But here's Tierra del Sol. Remember the images we were getting before? Quite distinct around sunset and sunrise. Here's Spring Branch, Texas. Nothing showing up here, there. However, in the 24-hour single column images, once again we got something up here. Not catching any of the wing stuff coming down, because if you recall, that was mid-afternoon, and this is well past that, 9:14 p.m. Here's Sendai, Japan. Shortly after sunrise, it looks like. Well after sunrise. We got projecting up here. Looks like the Nibiru sun to me. Or being illuminated, perhaps even. Here it is here. Coming down. Winged this fashion. So probably still just a projection, an illumination. It's not the actual object out there where it's being shown. Here we get another nice image in Sendai of it right above the sun. So, and it's showing up pretty big, man, down there in Japan. And that's not a projected image, I don't believe. Not these ones on these single columns. I hope you can hear me. Sorry, I'm mumbling. That's a good sized image in Japan, like we saw earlier too. In these single columns, and I don't believe those are projected images. That's the real deal there, folks. So that's probably about how close it is to the sun, at least from Japan's perspective. And as you can see, it's being projected out a bit onto the fisheye lens. It's showing pretty spherical though. Quite a nice holographic projection, if you ask me. And then you come down here to the spread. Well, it's actually rising. It's not going down. So I don't know. Yeah, that's good. Like I said, we're in a fluid and dynamic situation here in regards to observing this phenomenon, because it's going to change daily, no doubt. And it has been, obviously. So if we stay with Japan a little bit, Japan, you know, that's fairly pretty far north. Remember how it showed up a little darker and a better projection in San Francisco than it is now in La Tierra del Sol, or Tierra del Sol down by San Diego, whereas before it was showing up pretty well down there in San Diego. Of course, this is just one time we're catching it at Tierra del Sol, and we'll have to go back and look, but man, that's impressive, those images in Japan. So it perhaps could be, right now anyway, being better shown further north, a little bit further north, or right around the same latitude as Japan anyway. So here I pulled up the latitude coordinates. This is San Francisco, 37.7833 north. And I may have been right because Japan's 38.2667 north. Got 140 on the longitude east for Sendai, Japan, 122 longitude in the west. I think latitude might be the determining factor more so than longitude. Whoops, I hope you can hear. Yeah, see, San Diego is a little bit, well, of course it's south, and latitude's 32.71. San Fran 37.78, and I showed you Sendai, Japan 38. And longitude might have something to do with it too. Boy, that 140, that's the largest I've seen it, I believe, in the Sendai, Japan photos. No doubt. So that 140 longitude might have something to do with it. Okay, here's Tierra del Sol, San Diego. It's coming through pretty good. I could be wrong, but I think it showed up darker in San Francisco, the projected image. And definitely Sendai, Japan, showing up the largest, that's for sure, on the 24-hour column. And it's also not getting projected out here onto the fisheye lens, whereas before yesterday, or the 25th rather, when we saw those images coming down mid-afternoon of the winged planet, that's the first time we saw that projected within the central portion of the picture. Whereas before we were just catching the orange ball coming through on the sunset, sunrise images. And of course we've been getting it on the 24-hour column right along. I don't think we're seeing it here. There's probably a cloud. It usually appears somewhere up in here, but they got it all clouded up out there today. So, but there you see it. There's the dot. We'll stop it. I got like 2.5 minutes left. Step it back. Okay, so it's first popping out at the 42 mark. That might be about right, as far as I remember. There's 52. Too bad this lettering's here. Okay. 6:12:50 Pacific. Now you're seeing a nice, there's the spot. 6:22. So yeah, it does look like it's rolling that way, doesn't it? From south to north, from the forward position, south here and north here, and it's rolling this way. And it's rolling on an angle. Maybe that 30-degree angle that I was talking about coming up through the ecliptic plane. I don't know. Let's go back and look at Japan. I pretty much looked at all the rest, and that's about it for images this time of day. So we'll let the last minute run out here in Japan. I googled it. That's really Sendai, and JP stands for Japan. As you can see, the sun's been up a while. There's no sense in checking what time it is and all that. I don't think. Is that important right now? I mean, I will eventually, but not right now. I got 30 seconds left. So let's just watch this thing. There's a lot of clouds, but it's showing up quite prominently. Oh, I got to work tomorrow at 9 a.m. I might probably get a video made tomorrow morning. If not, I'll catch you tomorrow.